Besties, this story is not only insanely sad, but it is highly spiritual. And after I watched a bit of the live that he did right before he unalived her and himself, I said I have to speak on this and bring awareness because this is the stuff I be talking to y'all about. A few days ago, this young man, the Frenchman, was on live and he was arguing with his wife, who goes by Duchess Dior, on Facebook. And during the live, y'all, they're arguing. He's literally threatening to hurt her, threatening to do stuff to her, and all this stuff. But what really caught my attention was that he was literally talking about how he basically went to a psychic. And when he went to the psychic, apparently the psychic had told him that somebody in her family had bewitched him. But I do want this to be a trigger warning because he does curse a lot in the video, but I want y'all to be able to hear what he had to say.
So I went and got a reading. So the bitch read me. Boom. The bitch told me a motherfucker in my wife, somebody in my wife's family got roots on me. They're praying on my brain. They praying on my downfall. They don't want to see me with shit. They playing with my finances and my money, goddamn business.
So in that clip, besties, he was literally saying like he was trying to get money, he was trying to do stuff, and it wasn't working. So he decided to go get a reading. Okay, a psychic reading. And the psychic basically told him somebody in your wife family has done juju on you, put roots on you, and that's why you can't get no money. Then in another clip, his wife is like, but you put a love spell on me. You was out there trying to put a love spell on me. She's in the background arguing with him, saying that she has proof that he tried to put a love spell on her. Let's keep watching.
I went and called and paid a girl to get a reversal. I tried to get a reversal. So when I got done with to get the damn reversal and shit, you know what I'm saying? She got damn be getting mad. Don't want me to do, oh, you ain't gonna do this, do that. What the fuck that's not supposed to do? You crying?
Bessies, this is so sad because trust me, I am not in any way saying that this man was right. But when you don't understand the spiritual realm, you fall victim to spiritual things. Psychics know things just like prophets do, right? But they get their information from the demonic realm, and the demons ain't always gonna tell, you know what I'm saying, the truth or even tell everything. So there may very well have been roots on him. But one, it caused strife between him and his wife because he thought that it came from his wife's family. And two, the only way that he thought he knew how to fix this was by going and getting a reversal. When in reality, the word of God tells us a curse causes cannot stand. God has given us the authority here on earth to trample over scorpions and serpents. So yeah, somebody can try and do roots on you, do juju on you. Those things will not work when you're in right standing with God. Prayer and fasting breaks curses. Denouncing and renouncing breaks curses. But instead, what this looks like to me is that he got so consumed in this psychic telling him that the roots came from his wife's side of the family that it ended up in him unaliving her and himself. We have to understand that everything in this world is spiritual, y'all. And when we play with the devil, he'll turn around, he'll take you out.
So by now, I'm pretty sure the internet has heard about Frenchmen and Duchess Dior. This was a social media couple. They were married. She was a correctional officer. He was an inmate at the time that they met. And they apparently had a very toxic relationship. They made a lot of content around or surrounding like their toxic marriage and toxic relationship. And essentially it ended really bad for the both of them. The guy is alleging in his Facebook. So it all took place on Facebook Live, y'all, with them arguing, going back and forth. And it started off with her making a post on Facebook saying that in her relationship, she needs help. She's either going to lose her freedom or she's going to lose her life. And he made another post on Facebook saying story time, and he's going to go live soon or whatever. And so it starts off with him just basically airing out all of her dirty laundry about all of her cheating on him. And I guess him doing his thing as well. Someone contracted herpes, but both of them have herpes. He's claiming she contracted herpes and gave it to him. And when she got her medication, she was refusing to give it to him. Just a whole bunch of foolishness. And so I did do a live stream. I want y'all to check it out. I'm talking about it, but I want to do another pre-recorded video. Just kind of like breaking it down a little bit more. In regards in a shorter form for those who don't want to see an hour-long video of me talking about this subject. And so this was a woman who was a victim of DV. He admitted to being a beater. And oftentimes it takes a woman at least 7 times to relieve a toxic relationship where DV is involved. And it's also important for me to note that they do have children together, the youngest being an infant, a child that she had earlier this year in January, if I'm not mistaken. And so the video is so toxic, and you can see that he was fighting demons just by looking in his eyes, and that the energy was so demonic in that Facebook Live. The dog was barking and was in distress and could not even be comfortable. The dog was stressed out. That's how bad it was. But my issue in the video is that several times he threatened this woman, and not once did she take the threat seemingly seriously, because she was laughing in the video, right? So she didn't take it serious enough. Ladies, I need you to understand, when a man calls you out of your name, and he calls you a bitch, and when he threatens you, you take it serious, because this is a man that will put hands and feet on you, and he will unalive you. He will cause you to lose your life. I need people to realize that. And it goes both ways, because there are some men who are in DV relationships when they are the ones sustaining the abuse. They are the ones getting abused. I need people to realize that. This is a cautionary tale. This is nothing to play about. This was disgusting, and both parties need to be held accountable, because she essentially, you know, was a correctional officer. She knew what type of man she was getting. He was an inmate. He is a felon. He's, girl, a beautiful woman, an ugly man. Just saying, yuck mouth, yuck mouth. Ugh. Like, if y'all see his teeth, ugh, it was just gross. And so, as I feel like he knew he was going to take her life that day. He said it multiple times in the video, but I think he knew. He was just trying to figure out how he was going to do it, because he aired out all of their dirty laundry on social media, on Facebook Live. But the other thing to me is that they both were like, social media is a drug. Likes, comments, shares, all of that stuff is like a dopamine rush, adrenaline rush. It's like a drug. Because there's some parts in a video, and you will see if you go watch my live stream, she's wanting to know, what are the people saying? So you're doing all of this for social media clout, and you like it. It's addicting, right? But then it's like, now y'all both got what y'all wanted, because essentially y'all were so hyped on social media clout. The whole world knows your name now. Everyone's talking about it. And it's unfortunate that we're talking about you in this magnitude because of what happened. I'm gonna need people to understand the severity of DV relationships. It's not cute, it's not funny, it's not fun. It's not. And the girl who she was talking to on the phone ain't no better, a gutter butt, because she's fostering and encouraging this toxic behavior, this toxic relationship, this toxic rhetoric in the background. But instead of helping her friend, trying to get her friend out of the toxic situation, trying to talk her friend out of it, trying to help her friend speak life, and she didn't do any of that. But she's feeding into the BS, and the viewers were feeding into the BS, because people like drama. People like drama. You have to understand, the internet is not a real place. The people on the internet don't care about your best interest. They don't care about your well-being. They just want to be entertained. And I just realized they wished that they knew that, but they didn't. This was a toxic relationship. This was a toxic marriage. And now children are left without both parents. And it's sad. And it's sad. And so what triggered him is what the internet is saying, is when she mentioned a guy named Obi. And that is what triggered, because we saw her last moments on social media, because she mentioned a guy named Obi, and he basically said she was going to lose her life behind that. And she was like, I'm not going to lose my life behind that. I guess y'all won't be getting that tea. And then the next thing you know, he jumps on her, and that's it. And then an hour and a half later goes by, and he's on the run from the police. They try to talk to him. He unalives himself with a pew-pew. The language I'm speaking. And someone in Obi's family spoke out, because a lot of people were speculating it was a DL situation, but it wasn't. It was a situation where they're claiming that the Frenchman was setting up Obi to be unalived, and the guy Frenchman knew, apparently, after that girl said what she done in life, he knew that there was no space for him. He knew that he was gonna get got by Obi's family, so he just went ahead and did it himself. Just took himself out on his own. And it's sad, because when you go look at the girl's TikTok as well, she did a cursing challenge with one of the children, and she let him curse in the bathroom, which I think is inappropriate. But the whole thing is, both parties, the woman and the man, were both inappropriate. They were both ratchet. They were both ghetto. It just was what it was. But they had the child. She had the child in the bathroom cursing, and the.
No. So I'm gonna close you in the bathroom, and I'm gonna let you say one. I'm gonna let you cuss. So whatever cuss words you be thinking when me and your daddy yell at you, okay? But I gotta close the door. Whenever we leave out of here, you say it. When I come back, you can't never say it again, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And you gonna get a whooping this time, but you say it again, you get a whooping.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on, close the door.
You a bitch, asshole, bitch. Shut the fuck up and get off my damn top. You little shitty bitch. Shit in your pants like grandma. Bitchy, bitchy, bitchy. You a bitch. You a shitty ass bitch. 1 hole, 2 ass, 3 butt cheeks, bitch. 1 raggedy ass bitch.
You done.
No. 1 more time. You little bitch. Ready?
What's that?
The language he was using, you can tell he's heard that before from his parents, from both of the people in the house. But it's a sad situation. This is a cautionary tale to be careful, ladies and gentlemen, because it happens to men as well. But be careful. There is something wrong with a person if they have to resort to physical violence, and that's not normal. It's not normal. It's a sad situation. It really is sad. Did she think he was going to take her life? I don't know if she knew it was going to happen that day, but she felt like it was going to happen, and she reached out for help. And the reason she reached out for help on social media, because she didn't know how to get the help. She didn't have the resources, or she didn't have the help. You know, it was just a lot. This situation was just a lot, and it's sad. But I'm interested to know what you guys' thoughts and comments are below. My name is Brittany Janae. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.